Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today TIN just filed an 8K and I'm seeing a bunch of routine shareholder votes that tell us a little about the company's governance. Quick note, this is not financial advice, just my take on public filings for educational purposes. The company had its annual shareholder meeting and we can see how everyone voted on key proposals. Scroll Triumph Financial Inc. exact name of registrant as specified in its charter. Scroll, this is Triumph Financial Incorporated, a company that operates in the financial services sector. They are incorporated in Texas, which is interesting. Let's look at what is actually trading on the stock exchange. Their common stock trades under the ticker TFIN on the New York Stock Exchange. They also have preferred stock that trades under TFIN-PR. This tells us they are a publicly traded company with common and preferred shares available for investors. Scrollatum 5.07. Submission of matters to a vote of security holders to Scroll. Now, the main point of this filing is to report the results of their annual meeting of shareholders held on the 23rd of April. 2026, shareholders got to vote on a few important things. Scroll name of nominee votes for votes against votes withheld, broken, none. Votes of Scroll first up, they voted to elect the company's directors. For each nominee, like Carlos M. Sepulveda Jr., Aaron P. Graft, and others, the votes for were overwhelmingly higher than against or withheld. For example, Carlos M. Sepulveda Jr. received over 18 million votes for his directorship with only about 566,000 against. This indicates strong shareholder support for the current board members. This is pretty standard for a company like this, showing that the people running the company generally have the backing of the shareholders. Next, shareholders voted on the compensation of the company's top executives. This vote is advisory, meaning it is a recommendation and not binding. Results here show a significant split. While over 13 million votes were cast for, there were nearly 5.6 million votes against. This suggests some shareholders have concerns about how the executives are being paid, even though the majority approved it. This is something to keep an eye on, as it can sometimes signal shareholder dissatisfaction that might lead to changes down the road. Finally, the shareholders voted to approve Crowe LLP as the company's independent auditor for the year. This received very strong support, with over 20 million votes for and only about 166,000 against. This is crucial for financial transparency and shows confidence in the firm that audits their books. Auditors are like the referees of the financial world, making sure everything is above board. The report also includes forward-looking statements, which are basically educated guesses about the future. They warn that actual results might be different due to various risks and uncertainties. This section is a standard legal disclaimer reminding investors that the future is uncertain and things could change. They list many potential risks, from economic conditions to interest rate changes, competition, and regulatory impacts. This is a crucial part of any filing as it highlights potential roadblocks for the company. It is always wise to read these carefully as they paint a picture of the challenges the company might face. Given the recent news about a stock price rebound, it is important to remember these risks are still present. Scroll exhibit description. Scroll lastly. They filed an exhibit which is essentially a cover page for interactive data, used for electronic filing with the CSE. This is mostly for housekeeping and technical filing purposes. Overall, this filing is a look at shareholder engagement and governance at Triumph Financial. The strong votes for directors and auditors show a stable foundation, but the split on executive compensation might be a point of discussion for some investors, while the company appears to be moving forward positively based on recent stock performance. The ongoing risks outlined in the forward-looking statements are a reminder for investors to remain cautious and do their own research. Oh, and the research tools I actually use are linked in the description. They help keep this channel going. That is my take. Stay decoded. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Check out the Discord in the description.